What's up guys, Fancy Pants here, and we're gonna do a ranks tutorial video. I got many requests for a basic explanation of all the ranks, kind of what they do, and the perks and such of them. And if you guys didn't know what a rank is, if you hover over your name where it says witch, that is your rank. It's basically what you roleplay as on the server. So I roleplay as a witch. I've got my wand with a bunch of spells. And yeah, and I do the magics. Woo! All right, so to get to the rank hall, where all the ranks are, you just go to warp ranks. This is the rank hall. It is pretty big, pretty magnificent, just because we have so many ranks. They are located behind me, to the left right there, and then also down these side hallways. So we're gonna go down this hallway first and take a look at the ranks and what they are. So the construction ranks, basically this is a builder rank. If you like building in towns, making buildings, anything like that, you can be a construction rank. The top tier rank gets access to fly, get personal vaults. They have /craft, which is basically a crafting table, and /condense, which basically makes, you know, all your redstone dust into like redstone blocks. So yeah, if you like building, this is the ranks for you. Across the hallway, we have fishing ranks. Obviously, it's self-explanatory. Fishing, you fish. The ranks actually get access to a personal vault. If you didn't know what personal vault is, it's /PV1. Boom, personal vault. Basically like having a double chest while you're walking around. And the top tier rank for that is an unbreakable fishing rod. All you have to do is basically fish to get those ranks. Next is the hunting ranks. Basically, it's like a hunter archer. First rank is hunter, and you get a personal vault. 200 archery, so basically just kill things with the bow and arrow. Boom. They are the only ones allowed to use wolves in battle. You get your choice of 2 unbreakable bows when you get to the top tier, which is, what is that? Marksman. Marksman's top tier, and rank 2 is ranger. You get a chest plate with some fancy enchants on it too, so that is also unbreakable as well. And across the hall, of course, we have the magic ranks. Basically, you get a wand with spells. This is going to get a big rework, so I'm not going to go too much in detail to it. I'll be doing a separate tutorial on magic ranks when we actually release the magic school. What? No, I didn't say anything. I really didn't. Okay. Next we have the religious ranks. I don't know why more people don't do this, probably because they hate writing, but basically you can become a priest and marry people on the server. Only staff and priests are allowed to marry people, and always have to have a marriage if you are role-playing. So first rank, nun or monk. Herbalism is needed. Herbalism, basically just farm grass, farm carrots, anything you can hit with your fists and farm it. That is herbalism. So you need to have 1 lore book. Basically, you're just writing about the religion. We have a basic gist of the religions, what they are. Your goal would be to actually elaborate on them, be it wedding ceremony, certain things the religion does, etc. Priest requires 2 lore books, and they can marry people. Bishop is 3 lore books. Obviously, they can marry people, and they're the leader of the religion. And then saint is 1 per kingdom, 4 lore books approved by staff, and they're the top, and only one will ever exist, and they control all of the religion. All right, so next we have barkeep ranks. Basically, you brew alcohol. You guys are the only ones who have access to brewery and are allowed to brew on the server. The first rank gets access to a personal vault. It's a barkeep. The brewer rank is what is it, herbalism, 200 herbalism, and 10 crowns, you'll get basically the ability to use different barrels and such. Tavern owner, rank 3, 350 herbalism, 200 alchemy, and you can actually have your own brewing tavern. They are the only ones allowed to own an actual tavern. The other ones are basically just little shop people, and they work under the tavern owner. So, with that, we're going to go to this next hallway, all the way over here. So we have what's called fool ranks. Fool ranks are basically your jesters. They put on performances, do jokes, and they have access to gadgets. So what is gadgets? Well, gadgets menu, was it G menu main? Yes. Okay. So gadgets. First rank gets this row, second rank gets this row, and third rank gets this row. These are actually pretty cool gadgets. Some of them, here, where is that one? There's a trampoline one that'll basically launch you up in the air. Teleport, TNT fountain, disco ball. Disco ball is actually pretty cool. It's really, they're very used for parties. Ooh, see? Ooh. So that's a fun rank to play. I don't know why other people don't play. It's pretty funny. So you just talking puns and whatever. This is the mining ranks. Yeah, this is the mining ranks over here. Basically, if you're just basically like a mole on the server, and you like to just stay underground and harvest, then this is for you. You're basically gathering resources for your town. First rank, 150 excavation. Excavation is where you take your shovel and you just use all the grass. Just get all the dirt and just, you know, sand, just shovel it. So that's excavation. I believe that's excavation. Yeah, excavation. Yeah, that's excavation. And then 150 mining, self-explanatory, mine. Access to / condense. I said that before. Redstone dust, redstone blocks. The prospector rank gets a personal vault, easy for mining. And then third miner rank has actually 3 unbreakable pickaxes. You can. Wait. One unbreakable pickaxe that you get that has increased fortune, and it's really, really spiffy. And yeah, you can make a lot of money with that thing. Banking ranks. Banking ranks are so needed. We need bankers. First rank, obviously, baker. 150 herbalism. You get access to recipes that nobody else can make. Only you, as a baker, can make. Cook is the next one, rank 2, 300 herbalism. You get access to more recipes, and then chef, obviously, the last rank, you get access to a lot more recipes, like the big hard-hitting ones. Now, these custom recipes are down here. You can look at all these, 1 through, I believe, 1 through 4, or 1 through 6 is the beginner ranks. So you can make like sugar cookies and beef stew, which restores 4 hunger and gives you strength for 180 seconds. So during a raid or assault, these people are needed. I mean, they obviously they gotta cool down, but like you can make chicken pot pie. Look, apple cinnamon cake, instant 4 hearts. Like, dang, son, need a chef in your town. Okay. So the next ranks, goose, wolf, goose. Goes. Trying to do this swiftly. Alright, the next rank is the engineering rank. Now, these are the only people on the server allowed to actually make redstone contraptions. And yes, once they create them, if they happen to, you know, die, you still get to keep it if you paid for it. So, if you pay for their services. So, say if I hire a engineer to build me a redstone door, and then he dies later, I still get my redstone door, so, because I paid for it. As long as it's paid goods, then, but can keep it. They can also build traps and such, and they are the only people allowed to place TNT during raids and battles. So these guys are actually really, really, really needed. So you need to have 150 repair. So basically, how repair works is you get a iron block, put it down, and any item that you need to repair, you like if it's an iron item, you have to have iron in your inventory. Right click the block, and it repairs it. Basically, it's like an anvil, only faster. And if you're higher level, you have a chance to actually keep the enchantments on it. So next across the hall is the farming ranks. These actually are going to be very needed in about a week's time. So this is an announcement. We are going to be putting in a plugin which expires your food. So, if you have beef in your chest in like 3 days time, it's gonna go bad. If you eat it, you're gonna die. No, not instant die, but like get poisoned, be like sick and junk. Yeah. So like so farmer people are going to be extremely needed, and we're actually going to look up the food expiration times and dates, and make it as real as possible. Obviously, carrots will last longer than like apples or bananas or something, but no bananas in the game, but we wish. So yeah, so you need herbalism for these, and they actually get access to a what the heck? They actually get access to a good hoe, which allows them to farm faster too, or they can choose a axe, which allows them to farm like melons and that stuff faster too. So y'all aren't supposed to see that. That was a texture I'm working on for shields. It's a Merkwell shield. Just ignore that. Nomadic ranks. These are the super loner people. People who don't like to be in towns. People who hate being in towns and such. They actually come to this rank. So what they have to do is get combat and fishing. Combat is basically you hit something with a sword. You hit something with your axe. Combat ranks. Bam. And they have to get fishing as well. When they get to the top rank, they can actually get their own 20 by 20 protected area, and we can move that every 1 week if they'd like to. You can build a house, and mob spawning's turned off, so it's really, really cool. A lot of nomads, people who like to just not associate, they like to just chill out on their own. So yeah, and nomads, I mean, obviously if you're a good nomad, and you can be for hire in a war and such, so if you're good at PvP, might be a good route for you to take. Smithing ranks. So these guys can actually do, basically add lore to your weapon, add a name to your weapon with fancy pretty colors, and then the top rank has actually access to /fix, which basically fixes a broken item instantly. So it's only allowed one per town because they are so crazy with fixing things. And just to let you know, you can't repair an item forever. So once it's been fixed so many times, it's not going to be fixable anymore. So these are definitely good ranks to go for. You have to get mining. Yeah, just got to get a lot of mining and repair as well. So repair is difficult when you get to diamond levels, but hopefully you have a miner buddy to help you out with that. So yeah, you can continue on. Next ranks we have, let's go ahead, we're just gonna go to military ranks. So we have a bunch of military ranks, obviously, sword or axe level, do what you want, whatever. And it goes from footman on to commander. There's only allowed to be one commander per kingdom. So this is like the top guy. So he's like the top military dude that everybody listens to. So yeah, so a lot of people like to have a commander in their councils. So if you're good with war strategy, you might want to aim for that. Each rank gets you some unbreakable, either iron chestplate or diamond chestplate. When you get to the Royal Guard or Berserker rank, you have a chance to choose two weapons. Berserker uses axes and Royal Guard uses swords. It's whatever you want to use, and you have to have skills in a combat stat. So combat stat, hitting things with your sword, hitting things with your axe. Combat stat, or your fist. There's unarmed rank. That's kind of long and stuff. So and over here we have a spy rank. Basically, the spy rank is a person who has access to eye disguise. He can disguise as animals in a kingdom, and he's the only one that does not have to request permission to get into a kingdom because, you know, he's being sketchy. He's spying. So, yeah. And only one per kingdom per that. Oh, wait. Is it one? Yeah, it's one per kingdom for that. Because if it was per town, then that would just, too many people disguising. So, only 4 spots. Okay. Next rank is the noble ranks. I was one of the noble ranks prior. No longer a lady. It's the lord and lady ranks. Basically, you own a town, which is the kingdoms are the capitals. The towns are where the lords and ladies live. Currently, we have, what is it? Only one town that has 2. You can only have max 2 towns per kingdom once they're built. I mean, if they have a lord and lady of each of them, then you can't beat. There's no positions available. I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 currently lord lady towns. And I think 3 kingdoms can have another one, but the current one has to be filled before you can build another one. So, on to the last ranks that we have are the royal ranks. Now we get asked a lot, how do I become a prince? How do I become a princess? How do I get a queen? Blah 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 blah. So the way to get that is, if you want king or queen, you have to either fight for it, like in an army, and then your kingdom that you're fighting for would be like, yeah, put them as king or queen of this location. Or succession. Succession is if you are a prince or princess and your mama and daddy die, which tend to happen a lot on this server, and parents can't just decide to live forever because they like to leave their babies, apparently, which is not cool. But yeah, so you would be a prince or princess. And I mean, usually when they're looking for babies, they put an application up. So I'll be having a baby soon. He'll be actually a prince. So, and the last way we do this, if there's, let's say if a kingdom leader just goes AFK and is like, oh, kingdom leader just goes AFK and never comes back to the server, then we have an application process, which means you match your lore up to the current lore, and if you win, you get the kingdom. Woo! So yeah, so that is all the ranks, and each one's what they do, the perks for them. There may be more ranks in the future. There actually are in the planning and in the works. Everybody's pretty excited, but we will let you know when they come out. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day. Woo!